everyone. Welcome back to another episode. I am Zubie, and I am so happy you are here today.
And I am Leo. Welcome, welcome. It is really nice to have you with us again.
Leo, honestly, I had the most chaotic morning. My neighbor knocked on my door and asked me to watch her kids for 3 hours, and I said yes, again, even though I had so much work.
Oh no, Zubie, again?
Again! I do not know why I cannot say no to people. It just comes out. Yes, sure, no problem. And then I regret it immediately.
You know what? That is actually the perfect intro to today's topic.
Ha! It really is. Okay, before we go into everything, if you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it really helps us grow.
Yes, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. Please like this video and share it with a friend who needs to hear today's topic. Trust me, they will thank you later.
Okay, so today's topic. Leo, tell them.
Today, we are talking about how to say no without feeling guilty. This is a very, very important life skill. And honestly, it is also a very important English speaking skill.
Yes, because many of us, we know the word no. It's 2 letters, N-O. But saying it to a real person in a real situation, that is a completely different story.
Exactly. Many people feel that if they say no, they're being rude or selfish or unkind.
I feel that all the time. Like, what if they get angry? What if they stop liking me?
And that fear, that feeling, it makes us say yes to everything, even when we are tired, even when we do not have time, even when we do not want to.
And then we're exhausted and resentful.
Resentful, yes, that is a very important word. Resentful means you feel angry or bitter because you did something you did not want to do.
Resentful. I feel resentful every time I say yes to something I should have said no to.
But today, we are going to change that. By the end of this episode, you will have real phrases, real examples, and real confidence to say no, politely, kindly, and without guilt.
Let's go.
So, Zubie, let's start from the very beginning. Why is it so hard to say no?
Okay, for me, I think it is because I grew up in a family where saying no to elders or to guests was considered very rude. Like, if someone asked for something and you said no, people would look at you like you were a bad person.
That is so relatable. I grew up in a similar environment. But for me, the bigger issue was at work. I was always afraid that if I said no to my manager, they would think I was not a team player.
Team player. Oh yes, that pressure is real.
And both of those reasons, family culture and workplace culture, they're very common. Most people have one or both.
So it's not just us being weak, there's actually a reason why we say yes when we want to say no.
Exactly. And the reason has a name. It's called people-pleasing. People-pleasing means you keep doing things to make others happy, even at the cost of your own happiness.
People-pleasing. Oh, wow. That is literally my biography.
I think it's many people's biography.
Okay, so Leo, before we go deeper, tell me, is saying no actually okay? Like, is it a normal thing?
Yes, 100% yes. Saying no is not rude, it's honest, it's respectful to yourself and to the other person.
Respectful, even to the other person?
Yes, think about it. If you say yes but you don't mean it, you might do a bad job or cancel last minute or do it with a bad attitude. That's actually less respectful than just saying no clearly from the beginning.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it that way. So saying yes when I mean no is actually dishonest?
In a way, yes, it's not fair to them either.
That's a really interesting way to see it. Okay, so the first thing we need to understand is saying no is okay. It's actually healthy.
Right. And now let's talk about the different situations where we need to say no, because the way you say no to your boss is different from how you say no to your friend.
Totally different. Okay, let's start with friends. Leo, has a friend ever asked you for something that you really didn't want to do?
Let me think. Yes, a friend once asked me to help him move to a new apartment on a Sunday morning, very early. I had been working all week and I was really exhausted, but he was my friend, so I felt obligated.
Obligated, meaning you felt like you had to do it?
Yes, obligated means you feel like you must do something because of duty or relationship. So I felt obligated. And then what did I do? I said yes.
And then?
And then I was miserable the whole time. I was tired, I was slow, I was not helpful at all. He would have been better off hiring someone.
Oh no, so your yes actually made things worse.
Exactly. A real no would have been better for both of us.
Okay, so for me, my version of this is a little different. My college friend once asked me to lie for her. She wanted me to tell her parents she was with me when she was actually somewhere else.
Oh, that's a different level.
Right? And I said yes because I didn't want her to be angry with me, but the whole time I felt so uncomfortable, so guilty.
So you were trying to avoid her guilt, but you ended up with your own guilt.
Exactly. Saying yes didn't remove the guilt, it just moved it.
That's such a good point. Sometimes we say yes to avoid feeling guilty, but we feel guilty anyway.
So what should I have said?
You could have said something like, I care about you, but I'm not comfortable with this. I can't lie for you.
I'm not comfortable with this. I like that. It's honest, but it's not attacking her.
Yes, it uses I feel, I think, I can't, not you are wrong or you are asking too much.
That's called an I statement, right?
Exactly, an I statement. You focus on your own feelings and limits, not on judging the other person.
I statement. Okay, audience, write that down. I statement. Very useful.
And you can use it with friends, with family, with colleagues. It works everywhere.
Speaking of family, Leo, family is so much harder. Like, I can say no to a stranger, maybe, sometimes, but family? No way.
Family is the hardest, yes, because there's history, there's love, there's guilt, there's everything.
My mother once asked me to attend a family wedding the same weekend I had a very important exam, and she was upset when I said I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's a real conflict.
A conflict, yes. Like, I love my family, but I also had a responsibility to myself. What do you do in that situation?
I think the key is you acknowledge the importance of what they're asking. You don't dismiss it.
Acknowledge, meaning you show that you understand and respect it?
Yes, so instead of saying, I can't come, I have an exam, which sounds cold, you can say, I really wish I could be there. This exam is very important for my future, and I know you want the best for me too.
Oh, that's smart. You're not saying no to the wedding, you're saying yes to your future, and you're connecting it to their love for you.
Exactly. You're not fighting, you're explaining.
That's such a mature way to handle it. I definitely did not do that. I just panicked and said yes, and then stressed about both things.
That is very human, Zubie.
Very human. Okay, so we've talked about friends and family. What about at work? That's a big one, especially for working women.
Yes, work is very tricky because there's a power difference. Your manager has authority over you, so saying no feels very risky.
Risky, yes. Like, what if they think I'm lazy?
That's the fear, but the truth is, a good manager doesn't want you to say yes to everything. They want you to manage your time well.
Really?
Really? If you say yes to 10 things and do them all badly, that's worse than saying no to 2 things and doing the rest excellently.
Excellently. Okay, so it's about quality, not quantity.
Yes, and when you say no at work, you don't just say no, you explain your current priorities. You say something like, I want to help with this, but right now I'm finishing X and Y. Can we discuss the timeline?
Oh, so you're not refusing, you're asking for a conversation.
Exactly. You're being professional. You are managing expectations.
Managing expectations. That's such a useful phrase for work situations.
Very useful, and it shows your manager that you are thinking, not just reacting.
I wish someone had taught me this when I started working. I said yes to everything in my first job, and I was completely burned out in 3 months.
Burned out. That means you are physically and emotionally exhausted from too much work or stress.
Burned out, yes, that was exactly how I felt, like a candle that had melted all the way down.
That's a beautiful image.
Thank you. I have my moments.
You do.
Okay, we have so much more to talk about, but let's take a small pause here and come back with more real situations, more phrases, and I promise it gets even better.
Yes, stay with us. We are just getting started.
Okay, we are back, and if you just joined us, welcome. We are talking today about how to say no without feeling guilty. And Leo has been giving me a full therapy session.
That is not therapy. That is just good conversation.
Same thing. Okay, so Leo, let's talk about something very specific. What about when someone asks you for a favor and you want to say no, but you also do not want to give a reason? Like, do you always have to explain yourself?
No, you do not always have to explain.
Really?
Really. You are not on trial. You do not owe everyone a full explanation for your choices.
But okay, I always feel like if I do not explain, they will think I'm just being mean.
I understand that feeling. But think about it. When a friend says, "I cannot make it tonight," do you immediately think they are mean?
No, usually I just think they're busy.
Right. We give others more grace than we give ourselves.
Grace, meaning kindness and understanding?
Yes, grace. We assume others have good reasons, but we think we must prove our reasons.
That is so true. I always feel like I need to justify everything.
And that comes from low confidence. When you truly respect your own time and choices, you do not feel the need to over-explain.
Over-explain. That is me. I will say no and then give 5 reasons and apologize 4 times.
Yes, I have seen that.
It is a whole performance.
The goal is to say no simply and warmly. One sentence is enough.
Okay, give me an example of a simple no.
I appreciate you thinking of me, but I will not be able to do that.
That's it?
That is it.
No reason?
No reason. And notice, I will not be able to, not I cannot. The word cannot sounds like you have no choice. Will not means it is your decision.
Oh, that is a huge difference. Cannot sounds like an excuse. Will not sounds like a boundary.
Exactly. Boundary, a limit you set to protect your time, energy, or feelings.
Boundary. I need to practice saying that word more in real life, not just here.
We all do.
Okay, Leo, what about when someone keeps pushing? Like you say no, and they say, "Come on, just this once," or "You never help me." How do you handle that?
Ah, the guilt trip.
The guilt trip. Yes, that is exactly what it is. They make you feel bad for saying no.
So this is where something called the broken record technique is very useful.
The broken record technique? What is that?
You know how an old record, a vinyl record, if it gets scratched, it just plays the same part over and over?
Yes, it goes round and round.
Same idea. You just calmly repeat your no. Same message, different words maybe, but same answer.
Oh, so they push, and instead of arguing or defending, you just repeat.
Yes, calmly, without anger, without new reasons. You just say, "I understand, but my answer is still no." Or, "I hear you, and I am not able to change my answer."
That's actually genius, because when you start defending yourself, that's when the argument starts.
Exactly. Defense invites attack. A calm repeat ends the conversation.
Defense invites attack. That sounds like a line from a movie. I love it.
Feel free to use it.
I will use it everywhere. Okay, I want to talk about something that's really specific to a lot of our listeners, housewives and mothers, because I think in many households, women especially feel like they cannot say no to their husband, to the in-laws, to the children.
Yes, this is a very real situation, and it's important to talk about it.
Because the expectation is you're at home, so you're available all the time for everything.
And that's not fair. Being at home doesn't mean you have unlimited energy or time. A person at home is doing real work. Cooking, cleaning, raising children, managing the house. That's not nothing.
That's not nothing. I love that. Write that down, everyone.
So if you're a housewife and someone asks you to add more to your plate, you can say no. You have the right.
But the guilt, Leo, the guilt is so heavy. Like, but I'm home all day. How can I say I'm busy?
Because you are busy. Being physically at home doesn't mean being mentally or emotionally available. You can be exhausted at home just as much as someone in an office.
Exhausted at home, yes. And sometimes more exhausted because you never leave work, because work is your home.
Exactly. And what does that do over time?
You lose yourself. You stop knowing what you want because you spend all day doing what everyone else wants.
And that's not healthy for you or for your family. A tired, resentful person cannot give good care.
So saying no sometimes is actually an act of love. You're protecting your ability to keep giving.
I really like that. Saying no is protecting your ability to keep giving.
That actually makes me feel so much better about it. Like, I'm not being selfish, I'm being strategic.
Strategic, yes, very good word.
Okay, another situation I want to bring up, social media and friends online. Because now, with WhatsApp groups and everything, people ask for things all the time. Can you share this? Can you come to this event? Can you donate to this? Can you sign this? It never ends.
Yes, digital requests are a very new kind of pressure, and they feel less serious, but they still take your time and energy.
And I always feel like if I don't reply or don't participate, people will notice and judge me.
Some might notice, but ask yourself, is that reason enough to give your time to something that doesn't matter to you?
When you put it like that, no, not really.
For digital requests, silence is sometimes a no. You don't always need to explain or respond.
Silence as a no. That's very different from ignoring someone, which feels rude.
It is different because ignoring is cold and disconnected. Silence as a boundary is intentional. You are choosing not to engage, not disappearing.
Intentional. That's the key word. You are making a choice, not just hiding.
And for closer relationships, if a friend sends you something and expects a response, you can say something simple like, "Thanks for thinking of me. I'm keeping my online time limited these days."
I'm keeping my online time limited these days. That sounds very calm and professional.
It is, and no one can argue with that.
Unless they are very dramatic.
In which case, broken record.
Got it. Okay, Leo, what I want to ask you personally, what's the hardest no you've ever had to say?
Oh, let me think. I think the hardest was saying no to a project that I was very excited about. It was a great opportunity, but the timing was wrong. I was already overcommitted.
Overcommitted, meaning you had already said yes to too many things.
Yes, and I knew if I took this project too, I would do everything badly. So I said no, and it was hard because I really wanted it.
Did you regret it?
For a week, yes. After that, no. Because saying no to that freed me to do my existing work well, and that led to a better opportunity later.
So the no opened a door.
It did. That's often what happens when you say no to the wrong thing, even a good-looking wrong thing.
That's such a life lesson. Not every opportunity is the opportunity.
Exactly.
Mine was saying no to a friend who kept borrowing money and never returning it. That was the hardest no of my life.
Oh, money between friends is very complicated.
Very. Because I didn't want to damage the friendship, but I needed my money back, and I couldn't keep giving.
What did you say?
I said, I care about our friendship, and that's why I want to be honest. I cannot lend money anymore because it's creating tension between us, and I don't want that.
Oh, that is very well said.
Thank you. I practiced it 3 times in the mirror before saying it.
That is a real skill, preparing what you want to say before a difficult conversation.
Practicing difficult conversations. That's actually a tip for everyone. If you know a difficult conversation is coming, practice it out loud, alone, in the mirror. It really helps.
It does. You hear yourself. You catch the parts that sound too aggressive or too apologetic.
And you feel more confident because your mouth has done it once.
Your mouth has done it once. That's a very good way to put it.
Okay, we are moving into our practical section now. This is the part where we give you actual sentences, templates that you can copy and use in real life.
Yes, these are not perfect sentences. You can change them to match your situation, but the structure is there for you.
So, Leo, for the first template, you go first. A polite no for a favor or request.
Okay, here is mine. I really appreciate you asking me, but I am not in a position to help with this right now.
I am not in a position to help with this right now. I love that. It is soft, it is kind. It does not say, I do not want to. It says, I cannot right now.
And the phrase, in a position, is very useful. It sounds professional and it does not place blame.
My version is a little more casual. I wish I could, but I have too much on my plate at the moment. I hope you find someone who can really give it the attention it deserves.
Oh, that last part is very clever. Someone who can give it the attention it deserves. You were saying, not only can I not do it, but you deserve better than what I could give right now.
Exactly. It makes the no feel like a gift.
Wow, that is a sophisticated approach.
Right? I surprise myself sometimes.
Okay, second template. Saying no to a family member or a close person.
You first this time.
Sure, I love you and I want to support you, but this is something I cannot do, and I hope you can understand that.
I love you and I want to support you. Using and is very important, not but.
Yes, great catch. When you say, I love you, but, the but cancels everything before it and keeps both things true at the same time.
I love you and I cannot do this. Both things are real. Both things matter.
Exactly.
My version for family is, I know this is important to you and I'm sorry I cannot be there for it this time. Can we find another way I can show up for you?
Oh, that ending. Can we find another way I can show up for you? That is beautiful. You are saying no to the specific request, but yes to the relationship.
Yes to the relationship. That is the goal, always.
These templates are really good, Zubie.
Thank you, Leo. Okay, now let's talk about specific situations, real life, because knowing the theory is one thing, but knowing what to say on a Tuesday afternoon when your boss walks in, that is different.
Very different.
Situation 1. Your colleague asks you to cover their shift or take on extra work. You are already very busy.
In this situation, you can say, I would normally be happy to help, but I am at full capacity this week. Is there someone else who might be available?
At full capacity. That's a great work phrase. It sounds responsible, not lazy.
Yes, it shows you know your limits, which is actually a professional skill.
And you redirect. Is there someone else? You are helping find a solution, you're just not the solution this time.
Exactly. You're still a team player, just a self-aware one.
Self-aware. Knowing your limits is self-awareness, not selfishness.
Very well said.
Okay, situation 2. A friend keeps asking you to hang out, but you need alone time. You're introverted or just exhausted.
This one is personal for me. I'm actually quite introverted. I love people, but I need quiet time to recharge.
Introverted means you get energy from being alone, not from being with people.
Yes, and for a long time I felt guilty about needing alone time, like what kind of friend needs to be alone?
A human friend.
Exactly. So now I say, I really enjoy spending time with you. I just need a few days to recharge. Can we plan something for next week?
To recharge, that's honest and it's not personal. You're not saying I don't want to see you, you're saying I need energy first.
And most good friends understand that.
If they don't, that tells you something about the friendship.
That's a hard truth.
But a true one. Okay, situation 3. This one is for our students. A teacher or professor asks for a volunteer for something, and you don't want to do it, but you feel the pressure of silence.
Oh, yes, that classroom silence where everyone is staring at the floor.
And somehow your eyes accidentally meet the teacher's, and suddenly you're volunteering.
In that situation, it's okay to simply say, I'll pass this time, thank you. Just that, no drama.
I'll pass this time. Simple, calm, complete.
And if the teacher asks why, you can say, I don't feel confident enough with this topic yet. I want to be better prepared before I try.
Oh, that's even better, because you're showing self-awareness. You're not saying you're lazy, you're saying you have standards for your own performance.
And that's actually admirable.
Okay, emotional reframe time. This is my favorite part. Leo, a lot of people, especially women, especially in our culture, they feel like saying no means they are bad. Bad daughter, bad wife, bad friend, bad employee.
Yes, that feeling is very deeply rooted. It comes from years of being told that a good woman says yes, a good team member never refuses, a good friend always shows up.
And that's such an unfair standard.
It is. And here's the reframe. Saying no is not about being bad, it's about being honest, and honesty is actually a form of respect.
Honesty is respect. I want to sit with that for a second.
When you say yes and mean no, you are not respecting the other person's ability to handle the truth. You are treating them like they are fragile.
So a real no is trusting the other person to be an adult.
Exactly. You are saying, I trust you enough to be honest with you.
That is such a beautiful way to see it. A no is trust.
And for yourself, when you say no to the wrong thing, you are saying yes to something better. Your time, your energy, your peace.
Your peace. That word does so much. Peace.
We don't protect our peace enough. We give it away in small pieces to every request, every demand, every favor, and we wonder why we feel empty.
Empty, yes. And then when someone actually needs us, really needs us, we have nothing left to give.
So saying no strategically, kindly, honestly is how you protect your ability to love and serve the people who truly matter.
Wow, I feel like I need to print that and put it on my wall.
Please do.
Saying no is how I protect my ability to love the people who matter. I'm crying a little. Not really. Maybe a little.
Same.
We are getting close to the end. Can you believe how much we covered today?
I know, and I feel like I learned things too, not just about the topic, but about you, Zubie.
Yes! Okay, let's do our recap. But let's do it the fun way. What did you learn about me today?
I learned that you grew up in a family where saying no felt culturally wrong, and that has followed you into your adult life. Even small requests trigger that old feeling of, if I say no, I am a bad person.
That is painfully accurate.
And I also learned that you are actually very good at crafting kind, warm no's when you take the time to prepare.
That is true. When I have time to think, I can do it. It is the surprise requests that destroy me.
Which is exactly why practicing phrases helps, so when the moment comes, your mouth already knows what to do.
Your mouth already knows. I love that. Okay, what did I learn about you, Leo? I learned that you are an introvert who used to feel guilty about needing alone time, and that you calm, wise Leo, also struggled with saying no at work when you were younger.
Yes, I was not always like this. It took me years of practice and some burned bridges along the way.
Really? Burned bridges meaning broken relationships?
Yes, a few, where I said yes when I should have said no and then did the thing badly, and the relationship suffered anyway.
So the yes did not save the bridge, it just delayed the fire.
Exactly. The fire came either way. An early, honest no might have actually saved it.
That is a lesson. An early, honest no might save more than a late, reluctant yes.
Yes, reluctant means unwilling. You're doing it, but you do not really want to.
A reluctant yes. Everyone knows what that feels like. You can feel it in someone's energy, even if they say the words.
People feel your yes. If it's true, they feel it. If it's reluctant, they feel that too.
And honestly, a reluctant yes might even damage trust more than a clear no.
Agreed.
Okay, everyone, we have one final very important thing to do before we close, and that is, we want to hear from you.
Yes, today's comment challenge is this. Tell us about a time you said yes when you really wanted to say no, and what happened.
Or, even better, if you have already practiced saying no recently and it went well, tell us that story. We would absolutely love to read it.
We read every comment, every single one.
Every one. And if your story inspires us, we might even feature it in a future episode.
And of course, if this episode helped you, if it gave you even one phrase or one new thought, please share it. Share it with a friend, a sister, a colleague.
Someone out there right now is saying yes to something they desperately want to say no to. This episode could change their week, their month, maybe their life.
So share it, not for us, for them.
For them. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button. It really does help more people find us.
It takes 2 seconds and it means the world.
Okay, final words. Leo, you go first.
To everyone listening, I know that saying no feels scary. I know it feels selfish. I know it feels wrong sometimes. But I want you to remember, your time is real. Your energy is real. Your peace is real. And you are allowed to protect all three.
And from me, progress is not perfect. You will say yes when you want to say no. You will over-explain. You will apologize too much. That is okay. Every time you try, every time you prepare a phrase, every time you take a breath before answering, you are getting better. And better is enough.
Better is enough. I love that.
Okay, keep practicing your English, keep practicing your boundaries, and keep being kind to others and to yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Zubie out. Bye, everyone.
Leo out. Take care of yourselves.